Picture this, it's tax season again. You've got that familiar pit in your stomach just thinking about the chore of paying your property taxes. We've literally all been there, right? The dread of the paperwork, the looming deadlines, just the sheer inconvenience of the whole shebang. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to ignore the mail altogether. But what if I told you there's a way to bypass all that stress and handle your obligations quickly and efficiently? Well, there is. Think about the old way of doing things, finding a physical stamp, writing out a paper check, crossing your fingers it gets mailed on time, or worse, taking time out of your busy day to go stand in a long, slow-moving line at some government building. No thank you. Now contrast that with the new way. Imagine securely clearing your tax bill right from your couch in just a matter of minutes using your laptop or smartphone. It sounds like magic, but for residents of Mohave County, Arizona, it is the absolute reality of their modern digital payment portals. So, welcome to today's Explainer. I am so thrilled to be your guide as we demystify the online property tax system for Mohave County. Our goal today is super simple. We want to give you a comprehensive, step-by-step understanding of exactly how to navigate their digital tools. By the end of this, you are going to be fully equipped to handle your property tax obligations effortlessly and confidently, saving yourself a whole lot of time and headache. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our playbook for today. 1. The property tax basics. 2. Preparing for online payment. 3. Our step-by-step payment guide. 4. Payment methods and fees. And 5. Troubleshooting and pro tips. So, starting with Section 1, the property tax basics and why your payment matters to Mohave County. You know, when you pay your property tax, you aren't just sending money into a void. You are actually directly funding the essential local infrastructure that keeps your community running safely and smoothly. These funds, which are collected and managed by the Mohave County Treasurer's Office, currently led by Treasurer Sue-Ann Mello, they are basically the absolute lifeblood of daily services. We're talking about public schools and educational districts, local law enforcement, fire departments, road maintenance, and public health systems. So when you pay this bill, you're investing directly back into the very foundation of your county. Moving right along to Section 2, preparing for online payment and what you need before logging on. Now, before you even open a web browser, there is one vital piece of information you need, and that is your parcel number. Think of this as the ultimate key to unlocking your digital property profile. It's an 8 or 9-digit identifying number that is completely specific to your property. Where is it? Well, you can easily find this number printed right on the physical tax statement mailed to you by the county. You will absolutely need this parcel number to retrieve your active tax balance in the online portal, so definitely make sure you have it written down, or better yet, just have the bill sitting right next to you before you start. Okay, on to Section 3, our step-by-step payment guide for navigating the digital pipeline. Now, when you pay online, you're actually interacting with a dual platform architecture, and this brilliantly illustrates how the system keeps your data safe. See, you start your journey on Mohave County's Eagle Web database. This is where your property records and tax statements live. But when you are ready to actually move money, Eagle Web securely hands off your session to a specialized third-party vendor called Point and Pay. They act as the merchant of record, basically ensuring your financial data is handled with top-tier security compliance. Once you are in that Point and Pay pipeline, the checkout process is broken down into 6 very distinct actions. First up, you'll select the bill type. Make sure you choose property taxes so the money goes to the right ledger. Second, you retrieve your specific bill using that 8 or 9-digit parcel number we just talked about. Third, you can either log into an account or, if you're in a hurry, just proceed via a quick guest checkout. Fourth, choose your payment medium, like a card or an e-check. Fifth, you've got to review and accept the terms and conditions. And finally, Step 6, you confirm the authorization to initiate the actual electronic transfer of funds. See, it's a very logical, guided path. All right, Section 4, payment methods and fees, breaking down the costs. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that choosing the right method can seriously save you money. Using a credit card or a digital wallet like Apple Pay incurs a percentage-based fee of 2.39% with a $1.50 minimum. If you have a high tax bill, that percentage can really add up. A Visa debit card, that's a flat $3.50. But look at the e-check option. It is a flat fee of just $1. So regardless of how large your tax bill is, paying by e-check directly from your bank account is, for sure, by far, the most economical choice for paying online. Now, here is a detail you absolutely cannot miss. While the online system is incredibly convenient, there's a very strict limitation right now. The online payment portal is currently restricted exclusively to paying your 2025 property taxes. that is it. If you happen to have older delinquencies, taxes owed from 2024 or earlier, you actually cannot settle those through the digital pipeline. For those past due balances, you are required to call the Treasurer's office directly to handle the payment. And finally, Section 5, Troubleshooting and Pro Tips, covering deadlines and what to do if things go wrong. So Arizona property taxes are split into 2 installments, which creates a pretty strict timeline of urgency. The first half is due October 1st and becomes delinquent after November 1st. The second half is due March 1st, and that becomes delinquent after May 1st. Guys, it is highly recommended that you pay early. Seriously, don't wait until the day before it becomes delinquent. Getting your payment in way ahead of those peak processing periods ensures you completely avoid any unexpected system delays or, those steep late penalties. All right, here are a few final pro tips to keep in your back pocket. If you prefer using your own bank's online bill pay feature rather than the county's site, remember, you must create a separate transaction for every individual parcel you own. That's a big one. Now, if you'd rather drop a payment off physically, there are drop boxes at the county administration buildings. Just make sure it's a check or money order in a sealed envelope, and please never cash. And hey, if things go wrong, just know who to call. If you have a question about the amount on your bill, call the Mohave County Treasurer directly, but if you're experiencing a technical error with the website itself, you actually need to call Point and Pay's support line. Keeping that division of labor in mind will get your problem solved so much faster. And there you have it, a complete breakdown of how to navigate the Mohave County online property tax system. Now, please remember that this explainer is for informational purposes only. You should always verify your specific tax details directly with the Mohave County Treasurer's office using the contact information provided. The digital tools available today are honestly designed to turn what used to be a frustrating chore into a quick, super secure task. So as you look at your calendar this tax season, I want to leave you with this. Exactly how much time and hassle are you going to save by making the switch to digital payments this year? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy organizing.